Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel. Silver Bugle here. This is a bit of a different video for me. Historically, my content has been focused on silver stacking and gold stacking. I also have a Precious Metals Verifier Pro, which I've used to verify all the metals that I've stacked. But in this particular video, since silver and gold are kind of out of my price range for now for what I feel comfortable purchasing at, I'm going to share a little bit of my childhood with you. This school box here, some of you may even recognize this, perhaps some of you even had one that looked like this. This is my 4th grade school box, and I just wanted to show you what's inside of it. It has been sitting in my closet for years, literally 35 years or so, if not more. It's been sitting in my closet. I'd like to say collecting dust, but I kept it pretty well protected and covered. But I just want to show you what's inside it because it's pretty exciting stuff. And the first thing that actually caught my attention was this. On the inside cover of this school box, there's the Pledge of Allegiance and our national anthem. I don't know what your schools are doing in your communities, but I know when I was in 4th grade, every day we stood and we recited the Pledge of Allegiance. We didn't sing the national anthem. We would do that at assemblies from time to time. That was not a daily occurrence, but the Pledge of Allegiance was a daily occurrence. Does that still happen in your children's schools, for those of you who have children? I wonder. Anyway, let's get back to what this is also about, and that is, what are these? You know, in elementary school, one of the things that we used to do quite frequently is we would take these cards, whether they were baseball cards or Star Wars cards or Jaws or Grease movie cards, you name it. We would take them and then we'd throw them against the wall, and we would see who would get the closest to the wall. And whichever card was the closest, that person got to keep both cards. Sometimes you'd have a group of 5 or 6 people all throwing cards at the same time. So oftentimes the corners of the cards were not in the best shape. I wonder how many rookie cards of either Ricky Henderson or Ozzie Smith or who knows what other baseball players that were playing back in the 70s and early 80s may have been a victim to getting smacked against the wall and their corners all bent up. I dare say it would be millions of those cards. Maybe not millions, they didn't even produce millions of those cards back then, but there would be a whole lot of cards that would have been buggered up, which of course increases the value of the cards that we still have in existence today because of their relative scarcity. Anyway, I want to show you a little bit of what's in this box here, if I can do so carefully. Many of you know I'm a Star Wars fan. I collect Star Wars coins. I also, early on in my life, collected all things Star Wars. So Star Wars cards. This is the red series. I think there's a red series, a blue series, a yellow series. Look at that card. Holy cow. That one has seen better days. There's like fluff flying off of that thing. I don't think that's in very good shape, but there's Luke Skywalker talking to George Lucas. Oh, and then we have the Orange Series cards. Again, these are the originals. These are not the reproductions. So these are from, what, 1977, 1978 time frame. Some of these are in pretty good shape for being that old. Then I have some additional cards here from the Return of the Jedi. So that would have been in the early 80s. Looks like I have some Empire Strikes Back cards. These are pretty neat. Dagobah Comes to Life. You can see the set directors there in that lower left-hand corner. But just a bunch of Star Wars cards. You should see all the fluff that's coming off some of these cards with the shape that the cardboard's in. Is pretty rough. Let's take a look at these. Look at that. These were some of the oldest cards, if I recall, in the set. I had to send that one to Stacking Stormtrooper. Would you like to receive that card, Stacking Stormtrooper? That's pretty rough, but I bet you don't have it in your collection. Maybe you do, but I think a card this old in this shape is fairly uncommon. It's in terrible shape, but it's also uncommon that people would have saved these cards for this long as well, I think. And then of course we have the Grand Moff Tarkin, Tusken Raiders, and Vader's TIE Fighter. Those were some of my favorite cards that had the Star Wars stripe down that side like that. Then we have some other ones, Bounty Hunters, more of the blue series of Star Wars, more of the green series of Star Wars, and then we have the yellow series. There you go, Stormtroopers Attack. What a great bunch of memories I have here in these cards. I can't even tell you how many times in my youth I would sit there and just filter through these cards one after another, learning, memorizing, fantasizing about being part of the Star Wars movie trilogy. And that's what we did when we were kids. We enjoyed life, and we enjoyed thinking about outer space. It reminds me of when Luke was staring off into space because his friend Biggs had already gone to the academy and he was hoping to go there. Well, I'm probably getting too deep into this. Look at these. These are some stickers. I bet many of you haven't seen these stickers. There's a Yoda sticker. There is a Ewok sticker. Don't know what that is, but some Star Wars critter. We all know who that is. Now these are in fantastic shape, these stickers. There is no bending. It's a trap. There's no bending at all on these stickers. Maybe I ought to get Harrison Ford's autograph. Too late for that one. Rest in peace, Carrie. A young Mark Hamill. But these are pretty cool, these stickers. I don't remember when I bought them. I don't remember what sets they came out of. I'd have to look those up, of course, and I'm sure I will at some point. But I just wanted to show some of these things with you. I don't know if it's all Star Wars. Let's see here. Yeah, there's some more stickers from the sets. I guess these are letters that you're supposed to spell something with. So if any of you out there know much about these stickers and can point me in the right direction as to where I might be able to get values or things like that, I would sure love to hear about it because I have quite a few of them. 132 cards and 33 stickers, it says on that one. And then more of these cards. It's been so long I just don't remember, quite frankly, what series these were from. So just more Empire Strikes Back cards. Number 32, Han Solo Aims for Action. These are so neat. I just really enjoy going through these cards. It brings back such a flood of memories. And for those of you out there who are Star Wars fans, have you seen these before? Did you have these when you were a kid? If so, what did you do with them? Did you save them? Did your mom or dad throw them away? Did they get lost somehow and they're just sitting in an attic somewhere? What do you have from your childhood that you can share with us here on YouTube? So this is a little bit more about me. When I was young, I loved Star Wars. And in fact, I'm nearing 50 years old and I still love Star Wars. There's all kinds of pros and cons and opinions about the new movies, but at the end of the day, as long as it's Star Wars, I will most likely watch it. I am not in the boycott fan category. I just like all things Star Wars. Sometimes the movies are taking a little more Hollywood leeway than I would like them to away from the original canon, but by the same token, it's still entertainment, and that's what it's designed for, is entertainment. It's not designed to make 50 million people exactly happy. There's always going to be commentary, there's always going to be opinion, there's always going to be controversy, and Star Wars has its own share of all of those things. Anyway, I appreciate you watching this video. For those who are familiar with Star Wars cards and collectibles, feel free to email me if you would. Let me know where I should look to find values, if any, on these cards. I assume they have some value. To me, of course, it's more sentimental value than anything, but it would be interesting just to see what I do have here as far as the cards and the trading stickers and so forth. I know I have another box somewhere that I haven't found yet that has cards from the movie Grease and the movie Jaws, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Some of you who are of that generation will recall those movies and perhaps even remember seeing those in the theaters. Good stuff. Thanks folks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and give me any comments about what you've seen here. I appreciate the community. Take care. Silver Bugle out.